As a prominent medical historian, Rosemary Stevens has crossed continents to advance her knowledge of the healthcare industry in Great Britain and the United States. Born and raised in England, Dr. Stevens grew up in the midst of World War II. Fortunately, her hometown of Leicester was not a major enemy target, but air raid sirens and close calls with heavy planes were commonplace. Throughout these trying times, Dr. Stevens recalled her parents, who made an effort to make the best of things regardless of the circumstances. With the specter of war no longer overhead, Dr. Stevens began her career with the foundation of a strong education, first earning her Bachelor of Arts from Oxford University in 1957. 2 years later, she added a diploma in social administration from Manchester University to her credentials. At that point, Dr. Stevens ventured across the pond to continue her studies in the United States. She enrolled in the prestigious Yale University to earn a Master of Public Health in 1963 and a PhD in 1968. She would later receive 2 honorary doctorates from Hahnemann University and Northeastern Ohio University College of Medicine. Her most recent doctorate was earned through Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, in 1995. Dr. Stevens held various hospital administrative positions throughout her early career. By 1962, she had begun to practice her research skills at Yale University as a research associate at the university's medical school. She would remain with Yale until 1976, attaining such positions as assistant professor, associate professor, and finally full professor. From Yale, Dr. Stevens moved to the American South, serving as professor of the Department of Health Systems Management and Political Science at Tulane University in New Orleans. By 1977, she had advanced to the role of chairman of the Department of Health Systems Management. She spent a number of years working with the University of Pennsylvania, beginning as a professor of history and sociology, then advancing to chairman of the department, UPS Foundation professor, dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Thomas S. Gates professor, and finally Stanley I. Shear professor. Dr. Stevens holds several other positions related to her career in education and healthcare history. She is a professor emeritus of the University of Pennsylvania and a visiting lecturer to Johns Hopkins University. Furthermore, she is a former guest scholar at the Brookings Institution, and she is currently a DeWitt Wallace Distinguished Scholar of Social Medicine and Public Policy through the Department of Psychiatry at Weill Cornell Medical College. Her position with Weill Cornell is notable as her husband, Dr. Jack Barkas, is head of the psychology department within that institution. As a historian, Dr. Stevens has had her work published widely throughout her career. Her books, which include Medical Practice in Modern England, The Impact of Specialization and State Medicine, and her newest book, A Time of Scandal, have received great acclaim in the healthcare and history communities. Dr. Stevens was named as a Rockefeller Humanities Fellow, a Guggenheim Fellow, and a Bellagio Study and Conference Scholar. She has received a Froelich Medal from the Royal Society of Medicine in 1986 and a Baxter Foundation Prize for Distinction in Health Services Research. In 2002, she was presented with a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Association of the History of Medicine.